in the room.
Congrats, Jerome.
Appreciate it.
How did this all come together?
You said what?
Contract. How did it? I don't we talked to you. Since
Oh,
then.
I mean, it was cool. I ain't, Drew did all the work, honestly, but it was cool. It was a fun process, just to see how the business side works. But it was cool.
I know last year's 10 wins don't guarantee anything, don't mean anything, but that said, expectations have changed from where you were a year or two ago. This was a team on the cusp of the playoffs. Do you feel like now you are a playoff caliber team, one that should be competing for that, and one of the at least one of the better teams in your conference?
I think right now it's kind of hard to say that right now, just because it's the first day. But our expectations for ourselves is high, and it's higher than what anybody else had for us. So I think that's our approach of now is, do what we want to do. We don't care what anybody else thinks. We're capable of a lot, and we know that. So now it's just about proving it. So I guess that's my answer.
Rex had been MIA a little bit. What's your reaction to what kind of reception did the guys give Xavien today?
Yeah, I think we all was excited. X, he's a key guy in our defense, and not just a key guy in our defense, but he's a great guy to be around. So we were definitely happy to see him back, and I think we're all just happy to be around each other, not just X, but everybody. We're just happy to be there. New facility, it's a lot of energy in the building. So, but we're all happy to see X back, but we're all happy just to be back.
Talk about expectations. What are your individual expectations and goals maybe going into this year?
I don't really have anything as far as like individual goals as how many sacks or how many tackles. I kind of take it as I just kind of want to get better than I was last year. I just want to be a better player, a better person, a better everything. And that's kind of just what I go into pretty much every year. So I'm definitely excited. This is my 4th year, so I'm excited.
You've seen, I'm sure, the development out of Miles Gaskin. What makes him able to take the opportunity he has now?
I was looking at it. All right, what'd you say?
Master deceiving, I know. Just Miles Gaskin, how he's kind of embraced the opportunity he's been given, and your expectations for him in 2021.
Mine for him is very high, and it goes off of just his work ethic. I always tell people, like last year, it blew my mind. He was working out, going hard, literally on our day off. And to me, that's just it shows who he is. He works hard when nobody's watching. He's working hard when everybody's watching. And I'm happy for him. I'm excited to see him really come into his own, and he's going to be good. He's going to perform well. He's going to help our team. So I'm definitely excited for him.
You'll be alongside, obviously, a Landon again some, and you'll be alongside McKinney some. In terms of knowing the nuances of his game, so you develop a chemistry with him, was it all based on conversation and OTA work, Jerome, or did you actually look at McKinney's Houston tape at all?
I think now this is when I'm really going to start to figure out, who he is and how he play. It's kind of hard to do it in the OTA. It's kind of hard to do in the offseason. It's hard to do it in, just film work. Only because we're all different. Who he played with is different, and who I played with is different. So right now is where we get our chemistry and really just see how we work together. But as far as a person, he's a great person. We spent some time in the off season, so I'm definitely excited. And I'm really just excited for this whole year. So it's gonna be good.
Recently, the team signed. Sorry.
Go ahead.
All right. Will you Zoom throw us off? You know what I'm saying? Recently, the team signed Shaq Griffin, and I'm wondering if you were familiar with the adversity that he has overcome throughout his life, and what you think of him being able to have great success both at the college level and at the NFL, overcoming the physical circumstances.
Yeah, so I'm definitely familiar with him. We was in the same class, so I was there when he did the combine, and just seeing how he overcame just the little things for me was just very inspiring. Even today when I saw him, I didn't think he was going to remember me, but we definitely embrace each other. I'm happy he's a part of his team. I watched him in his off the field workouts, and it was just kind of just be a fan of a guy, and I was always a fan of his, and I'm definitely excited he's on our team and the energy he brings. So he's definitely going to fit in with us and help our team.
Raise hand feature. Jerome, after getting 7 sacks last year, what's the ceiling for you as a pass rusher?
I got 7 last year. Just get better than that. I guess that's the only thing. But I'm kind of one of those guys. Whatever they tell me, I do it to the best of my ability. I guess last year it was 7. Just gotta get better than that. So anyway, I'm can help the team. I'm down to do it, and that's why I'm here.
I think y'all probably caught a lot of people off guard last year with how good y'all were defensively and taking away from the ball. Y'all talked about, duplicating that, trying to prove that it wasn't just a one-year thing.
It's kind of hard that we talked about it. It was just the first day, but yeah, definitely we want to get better than we were last year. And one thing about Josh is he talks about the little things. It's not about the splash plays. It's not about interceptions or sacks. It's those little plays that really matter, in between the games. So I know that's for a fact that we want to focus on little things, and those big plays are going to come. So we definitely want to get better.
I'm sorry, Jerome, just thoughts on 2 young guys, very talented, Jalen Phillips, Xavien Howard, from observing them in May and June. What thoughts had you had on each?
They ready to work. I say that about our whole rookie class. They're ready to work. They came in and they really, they definitely is ready to work. About Jalen, the guy's in shape. He's definitely in shape, and he's definitely ready to go. So I'm excited. Those young guys, they come in hungry with a lot of energy. And it doesn't just help, their class and the younger guys, but it helps the older guys that, it pushes us. So I'm definitely excited to, get it going.
Big, your mom is very famous, perhaps as famous as you. I'm curious, what was her reaction when you told her you got the bag?
It's funny because she honestly takes it, she loves it. Sometimes I have to tell her, like, relax a little bit, but she loves it. And, my new contract, it was one of those things of, it didn't just impact me, it impacted my whole family, impacted my city. So she was definitely happy. But it was funny because I think the day I signed, she told me to, take out the trash or did something at my house. So, she finds ways to humble me. So I'm definitely happy.
I want to ask a little bit more about the contract. It seems like it was a busy offseason for off-ball linebackers. Fred got one too. Is their market kind of catching up to how valuable you guys are, and maybe you're a little underappreciated?
I think now that just with Fred contract, we definitely seeing that how valuable we are, but that's just the nature of the game. The game changes every few years, and right now it's a linebacker time right now. So I'm definitely happy for all the linebackers. Fred, he deserves it. We have a few guys we know that's going to have some big ones, and I'm happy for all the guys. Just a linebacker community, we all have that little, stick together mentality. So I'm definitely happy.
What I'm hearing is you kind of set the market for them. Is that what you're saying?
That's what you want to say, I guess. But no, it's kind of one of those things. It depends on the team, depends on the guy, and guy like Fred, he deserves it. We have some guys they're coming up, and just happy to see those guys get paid, and it's happy to see anybody get paid. This sport is dangerous, it's hard, and see young guys get paid, it's nothing like it.
Other than taking out the trash, what did you do to celebrate your contract?
I went out to eat. Where I go? Salt Bay Restaurant. That's like my favorite, restaurant. What is it? Nursic, or however you say it. But that's my favorite restaurant. What else I do? That was pretty much it. I went out to eat. I definitely went out to eat. But other than that, I didn't really do anything spectacular. I just went out to eat. My parents came in town. This off season was fun. My sister had a baby, so I kind of, had that experience of, just being there. She was down here, so taking care of her, making sure she's all right. But other than that, it was just I guess not a normal day, but it was just a normal day, I guess.
Is there added excitement coming back together as a team inside this beautiful new facility?
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's a little bit more energy than usual, and that's just with anything. You get something new, guys are just excited to be around. You're trying to find your way. You're trying to do the little things that you take for granted. It's all new to you now, so the energy is definitely in the building. And, it helps with camp because you need those little spurts of energy. It helps you get through camp, so I'm definitely excited.
You mentioned energy a few times. Anybody on the roster matching your energy?
Now that is going to be hard. Hollins, he brings it. I don't know. It's hard to match my energy. I come with it every day, but today is the easy day. It's easy. We didn't really do anything too crazy, but those, your week and a half in, that's when you see who really can bring the energy. So right now it's easy. I don't really count right now.
When you saw what the league did last year to make it through COVID, and that was before vaccine, do you have fear that NFL will struggle doing it this year again?
No. Even last year, I wasn't. Just the protocols we have, just the things we were going through. You might not like it. You might not. You might have your own opinion on it. But at the end of the day, it was to help us. And I think as a whole, we all understood that it's trying to help us. So now that the vaccine and the new facility, the protocols, now we know what works, what doesn't work. We're going to be fine. I don't think any of us have any fears or anything to worry about. We're going to be fine and just stay healthy and be clean. So we'll be all right.
You mentioned how the contracts had also an impact on your city, your community. Explain that.
It's just a lot more opportunities, to give back for me. Just even down here doing, my community work down here. I had my camp up there. I did the Boys and Girls Club, Christmas in July. I just did that. For me, it was just one of those things of, I received more, now it's time to give more. And that's kind of just how I was raised. And now that it really comes to, fruition, it's definitely going to be good.
If I can just go back to the facility one more time. What does it mean from a player's perspective? What does all the shiny toy mean for you?
That our organization cares about us. That's exactly what it means. They care about us. They want us to do well. It's pretty much just giving us all the tools to do well, and we appreciate that. Shout out, Mr. Ross. But yeah, we appreciate it. We love it, and it's kind of cool to say, we got the newest facility in the NFL. We have the best one, and we can prove it. So that's all it means is they really do care about us, and they want us to do well, and they give us the tools to do well. So it's our job to actually do well. So I'm excited.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Peace.